Welcome to Java Forum. Now we are going to see how to install .NET Core 2.1 long-term support on Oracle Linux 7 operating system. So .NET Core is a long-term support release which is still used. So this video will be useful for the people who still uses .NET Core 2.1. So these are the binaries and RPM packages I have downloaded from .NET website. So we are going to install this generic tar.gzip file for Linux platforms. So this contains SDKs and .NET runtimes. Everything is bundled in tar.gzip file. So I am going to install this .NET Core on /opt .NET directory. So before that, we need to check some of the requirements. So we need some dependencies to be pre-installed. So first one is KRB libs. So KRB file libs, which is already installed. Next, libicu, that also already installed. OpenSSL. So OpenSSL also already installed. Next is zlib. So zlib also already installed. So these four dependencies required by .NET Core 2.1. Make sure these dependencies are pre-installed. So if you do not have a dependency, means it's available in Oracle Linux DVD itself. You can install from Oracle Linux DVD itself. No need to download from internet. Okay, now let me extract this .NET Core 2.1 tar.gzip file. So I am going to extract to /opt.NET directory. So extraction done. So separately I created one directory called 2.1 and I'm going to move the extracted contents to that directory 2.1 for clarity. Okay, so this is the directory structure of .NET Core 2.1. Contains SDK and Microsoft ASP.NET Core runtime and Microsoft .NET Core runtime and other libraries for development. So it supports console and ASP.NET web applications. So Windows Forms and other graphical related applications are not supported by .NET Core. So now I came to home directory. So in home directory I am going to add the .NET Core 2.1 installation path. I mean I'm going to append the path, which means .NET executables will be available in terminal so that you can create, run and deploy the applications from terminal itself. Okay, coming to terminal, go to home directory, source .bash_profile. So this command will load the latest settings in bash profile. So next I am executing .NET commands. So .NET version will give you the latest version. .NET list SDKs will give you the list of SDKs available. .NET list runtimes will give you the list of runtimes installed. So these are the basic .NET commands used to check whether .NET is installed properly or not. Okay, so we installed perfectly. Next step is I'm going to create one directory called .NET apps. So this .NET apps is separate for applications. So inside that I am creating another folder called 2.1. So I am going to create application in this .NET apps /2.1 directory. Okay, let us come back to terminal. So cd/opt/.NET apps/2.1. So here I am going to create the basic C# console application. So this is the command used to create a basic C# console application. .NET new console -o application name. Yes, so you can see that .NET console application is created. So this is the directory structure, and you can see that many files are generated. So among that program.cs, so this is the main file. So here I am going to write the hello world line, save the file. So now I am going to print the hello world in the console. So go to that directory, just type .NET space run, that's it. Yes, so you can see that hello world application got printed in the terminal. Okay, next step is I am coming to one directory back, that is 2.1 directory. I am going to create another application. So this is a ASP.NET Core 2.1 web app. It means ASP.NET web application I am creating now. So this is the command .NET new web app -o web application name, no HTTPS, which means application can run without HTTPS protocol. Yes, so you can see that .NET Core 2.1 web application is got created. So let us go to the directory. Yes, so these are the files generated by .NET Core 2.1. So contains HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything. In WW root you can see the JavaScript framework like Bootstrap and jQuery are installed by default. And also you can see that two C# files are got created. So if you have knowledge on C# means you can modify the logic. So this is another C# file. So if you are expert in C# means you can modify this logic. So you can see here Bootstrap and jQuery are installed by default. So these are HTML pages, you can modify accordingly your application. Okay, so now let us try to run this .NET Core web app, that is ASP.NET Core 2.1 web application. Go to that web app directory, .NET watch run, that's it, .NET watch run. So this will start the web server, inbuilt web server in .NET Core 2.1. So and the application will be deployed on the port 5000. So you can access the application in 5000. So I have started the Firefox browser, localhost 5000. Yes. So this is the home page of the sample ASP.NET Core application. So you can modify the web pages as per your needs. Depends upon your creativity, requirement, etc. So these are the steps I used to run in ASP.NET Core web application in Linux. Okay, so you can simply press Control C to quit the application. So also in console you can see that requests and responses are got printed. Just press Control C to quit the application. So .NET Core 2.1 installation on Oracle Linux 7 is successful. Make sure that you have installed the dependencies and created separate folder for binaries and applications.